Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, we continue our election coverage as we take a look at the candidates vying to be the 86th District State Representative. And in the battle for Commonwealth's attorney in the 41st Circuit, we hear from those candidates about what their plans are if they come out as a winner.
Plus, we are tracking some more wet weather for the second half of this week. Your forecast on the way as Mountain News at 5:30 starts now.
Good evening from Decision Kentucky headquarters. I'm Steve Hensley. Two Republicans are going head-to-head for a state representative seat in the 86th District. WYMT's RJ Johnson begins our election team coverage from Barberville.
I'm in Barberville, and the 86th House District covers all of Knox County and part of Laurel County. Billy Taylor is looking to replace incumbent Representative Tom Odell Smith. I spoke to both of them about how they are feeling going into the big day. Smith says he wants to bring more opportunities to the region. Taylor says he is looking to help the people he hopes to serve.
To look outside sometimes our district and what's going on across the state. Opportunities are found elsewhere to bring here, and it's always jobs, what we can do to help in doing that, and we've worked hard.
I just think that there's a lot of things that could change in our communities. A lot of things could get better, but I've been the best person to navigate that moving forward. As state representative, put myself in a better position to help a larger group of people.
With less than 30 minutes left until polls close here in Eastern Kentucky, both Smith and Taylor say they are optimistic about today's results. But for now, in Barberville, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
RJ, thank you. There is not a Democrat on the ballot in the 86th District. Therefore, whoever wins tonight's primary will not have an opponent in November. Two Republicans are on the ballot for 95th District State Representative, each hoping to clinch the nomination as the polls close. Either David Pennington or Brandon Spencer will go up against incumbent Ashley Tackett Lafferty in the fall to represent Floyd County and part of Pike County. Spencer held the position for 1 year in 2007 as a Democrat, but is now running again with his new party as a Republican, and Pennington is hoping to see a change in government. Well, folks are also voting for state representative in the 89th District. Incumbent Representative Timmy Truitt is looking for another term in Frankfort. Adalia Holland is looking to pull the upset. Both Holland and Truitt say they want to help the people in their district as much as possible.
It's been an honor to serve as 89th District Representative for 3 years, and I've seen the good that I've been able to work on, and the fighting for our communities, of Jackson, Lee, Wolf, Laurel, and Madison.
I've met so many good people, humble folks, and they have views. I saw what they see through their eyes. They want their towns to flourish. They want to be proud.
Whoever wins this race will not have a Democratic opponent in November.
Well, it feels like summer as we go into this Tuesday evening across the region. A live look from the Cumberland Valley from the London Corbin Airport, tracking some blue sky and sunshine. That current temperature up to 86 degrees for this evening, up to 88 over in Manchester, 87 for Irvin, also in Harlan, and 84 over in Hazard at this hour. So we are well above average. We should be in the 70s, most of us about 10 degrees above average on this Tuesday. Up on first alert pinpoint Doppler, for most of us we are dry this evening, but we are tracking a few light to moderate showers in southern Pike County, just to the south and east of downtown Pikeville. Also a shower crossing into Wayne County, West Virginia from Lawrence County, Kentucky over the past few minutes there. If you have those last minute plans to go and vote this evening, for most we stay dry under some sunshine, also mild. Those temperatures in the middle to lower 80s, and we are tracking one more dry evening to go into tonight. Those lows are mild in the middle 60s, but a first alert, those rain and storm chances are not far away. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. Folks in Clay, Jackson, and Leslie counties headed to the polls to elect a Republican nominee in the 41st Circuit Commonwealth's attorney race. Gary Gregory is the incumbent who has held that position now for more than 30 years. Gregory says the community's longtime support has been wonderful, and he wants to continue to be a positive force in the area. Haley Jo Fields is opposing Gregory. Fields currently serves as the first assistant Clay County attorney.
An innocent person should never be indicted, and I mean that. And by the same token, we need to prosecute the guilty. And I've always said my job is to prosecute the guilty and protect the innocent and seek justice tempered with mercy. So it's really that simple.
I prayed about it for years before I made the ultimate choice to actually run, but I felt like this was the time. I felt that if I waited longer, Clay County and Jackson County and Leslie County would be falling even further behind, and I just felt like it was a position I needed to seek at this time.
Whoever is elected tonight will run against a Democratic challenger, Jake Roberts, in November. As voting sites close, voters in Bell County weighed the option to keep incumbent Lisa Fugit or bring in challenger Mike Taylor into office as the county's 44th Circuit Commonwealth's attorney. Candidate Mike Taylor spoke with WYMT about how this race will not just impact those prosecuted, but the Bell County community as a whole.
What this race is about is getting results, and the results are getting these cases moving, getting people either out of jail into some sort of treatment program. We have an epidemic drug situation here in Bell County.
WYMT reached out to incumbent Lisa Fugit for comment, but so far she has not responded. Of course, early voting wrapped up for the primary this past weekend. More people took advantage of the early option this year. Secretary of State Michael Adams says more than 75,000 Kentuckians cast their ballots during the 3 days of early voting. That's up about 2,500 people compared to last year's May primary. Similar to last year, the Secretary of State says most early voters were Republicans. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30 on this primary election day, credit card rewards are great, but only if you pay your bills in full and avoid interest. Tips to avoid some common mistakes when chasing rewards.
And another warm day is on tap tomorrow before rain and storm chances increase. Your forecast coming up.